Looking back in time, some of the very best and most iconic Japanese vehicles were produced during the 1990s. Commonly referred as the golden era of Japanese automotive production, the car manufacturers from Japan have not only created different automotive icons that are easily recognizable to most car enthusiasts, but also possess some form of cult following. However, when we mention iconic 90s Japanese vehicles, there are perhaps 4 cars that stand out as the leading wolves of the lot. With a gentleman's agreement between all manufacturers that any car coming out from the factory must not exceed 276 brake horsepower, it is extremely obvious that these 4 juggernauts would easily surpass that amount. So who would win this exciting 1-mile drag race? Let's take a quick look at the lineup. First, the 1993 Nissan Skyline GT-R V-Spec. After almost a 20-year hiatus, the R32 Skyline GT-R resurrected from the grave. Designed to not just compete but completely dominate the Group A racing competition, this generated a huge following for the R32 GT-R, becoming an instant racing legend, and was the spawn of the widely used nickname known as Godzilla. With an all-wheel drive layout packing in the infamous 2.6 litre inline-6 twin-turbo, the R32 was the true recipe for grip, acceleration and speed. Next, the 1998 Toyota Supra RZ. Designed as a Grand Tourer and adopting most of its styling from the Toyota Celica, the Toyota Supra, much like the Nissan Skyline, had a lot of racing history backed behind its name. Although this Mark IV version was designed to compete with the Nissan Skyline R32 and still had its moments in racing competition, the Supra was not able to parallel the same impact as it did compared to Godzilla. On the streets, the Supra is perhaps one of the most popular cars amongst rev heads, and holding a larger 3 litre inline-6 twin-turbo with a rear-wheel drive layout, the Supra is one charismatic icon. Third, the 1992 Honda NSX-R. With the original NSX deemed as the first world-class Japanese supercar, the normal NSX was a combination between raw performance and daily drivability. However, with a Type R variant only exclusive to the Japanese market, the NSX-R underwent some serious layers of modifications. With many elements such as air conditioning and an audio system removed, many interior changes were now made with carbon Kevlar, totaling an overall loss of 120 kilograms. Other modifications such as stiffened springs were used to improve handling and decrease body roll. A shortened final gear ratio was also used to improve acceleration, and couple that with the Honda famous VTEC 3 litre naturally aspirated V6, the NSX-R is a true track weapon. And lastly is the 1997 Mazda RX-7. Widely regarded as one of the best handling cars of all time, the RX-7 was well balanced with a low center of gravity, a 50-50 weight distribution and a good power to weight ratio. It was so good that automotive journalist magazines named the RX-7 Car of the Year, along with many other multiple awards. Inside the bonnet holds the unique twin-rotor Wankel engine, producing 261 brake horsepower thanks to twin turbos producing boost at all RPMs. The RX-7 has fantastic acceleration, and with a combination of its superb handling, it's extremely hard to debate against the Mazda RX-7 FD. So who will win this 1-mile drag battle? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's take a closer look at the finish.